Hello, friends and fighting game fans. Today I'd like to talk to you about how they could have fixed Noob Saibot. Now, this is just an idea I had off the top of my head I thought of earlier, and I wanted to talk about it. So, as you're aware, or at least I hope you are, in Mortal Kombat 1, a lot of people were thinking it was going to be Smoke or Sector or Scorpion, and they were going to kind of invert a classic story, but they didn't. They kind of just made him Bihan again, and then nothing else. So I'd like to pitch to you an idea I had for how they could change Noob Saibot if they were to retcon it, and also a way that a few other ideas that I've heard thrown around in the community of how Noob Saibot could have been handled differently. So this is going to be a kind of fusing of Scorpion and Noob's original timeline story with a new fresh twist. So we're going to leave Bihan alone. Bihan should be Sub-Zero. He should, because he never gets to be Sub-Zero. I think in this timeline, he needs to be Sub-Zero. But we need a noob. We can't not have Noob Saibot. We've got to have him. So, let's talk about my idea. So for this rewrite, Noob Saibot is not Bihan. Noob Saibot is Bihan's father. And it makes more sense because they had brought him up in the plot multiple times. He has plot relevance. We've never seen Bihan's father. So here's how it goes in the new timeline. Bihan's father goes to the Netherrealm as a consequence of his, some kind of, we'll just say, like, pay for the sins of your father, inversal thing. He's, like, paying for the sins of Bihan or something. Like, we'll make it some kind of, like, Grandmaster BS, like how they did with Sector, where it's like, you can take this dragon medallion, but this is going to be a bigger burden than you think it is. Something like that. And through seeing what his son has become, he becomes angry, resentful, vengeful. And he starts to want to take back his clan, to kill his own son, who would disgrace the family name and the clan. And somebody in the Netherrealm, well, maybe a new character, maybe a returning character. They could do Quan Chi, but I think it'd be cool to bring in a new character. They see this rage and hate building up inside of him, and they offer him a deal. He can take the revenge he wants out on Bihan in order for a temporary servitude. But what he doesn't know is this isn't temporary. This is a permanent servitude. And he is corrupted into the Wraith, Noob Saibot. And he comes and he tries to take revenge, and they can work with it from there. He becomes a sort of driving antagonist. He has a game dedicated to himself. He has a new clan that's sort of a fusing of like the Takunin and Quan Chi's army, where it's like hell ninjas of different varieties. You could even throw Tremor in there, something like that. Now let's talk about the other possibilities now that we've gone over my idea. I've also heard thrown around a cool idea that they could split the characters so that Sub-Zero Bihan is still Bihan, and the Shadow becomes sentient so that Noob becomes his own separate entity while Bihan stays as Sub-Zero. I've also heard ideas like turning Smoke into Noob, which I think Smoke should stay a human, but honestly he did nothing in MK1, much like a lot of characters did, because MK1's writing is awful, as much as I hate to say that, because I really want the story to start going somewhere soon. That's for a different video. Sorry, I'm gonna end up going off on a tangent. But honestly, if they're gonna continue to do nothing with Smoke, I'd rather him be Noob than do nothing or be part of Noob Smoke or Cyberized or what have you. If it'll give him something instead of just, showing up for 5 seconds, leaving. I've also heard people pitch Scorpion, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think that Kuai Liang should stay Scorpion. That's fine. I think what would be cool is if they made Hanzo Noob Saibot. That could be something cool. But these are just the ideas I've seen thrown around in the community. So yeah, let me know what you think. I want to know what you guys think of, what they should do with Noob, where this should go, what he should do. So yeah.